stream.
There it is. You see us, Tom? Okay.
I see you.
Okay, we're in. Just have to picture volume off.
Oh my goodness.
Whew. All right, let's get up in here. Wow. We have, it's 22 degrees and the computers don't want to work. The other computer didn't recognize the camera, and
the girls aren't here to help this.
yeah, the girls are not here. So even though we have an IT guy,
that's never seen that program before.
yeah, he's never used StreamYard, so sorry about that. Good morning, Tom. I saw you was in.
Oh, everyone's in. We have like Johnny Maggs is in, Madwood Barbecue, Pickles.
Cheers, everybody.
They're all here. So
what a mess this morning. All right. We got in really late last night. So coffee has not kicked in yet. But we'll get into that in a little bit. We've got a special guest today because the Cubs are off, doing their own stuff. Well, Paige's getting ready for work, and she'll be leaving. She may pop in. I don't know. She'll be leaving shortly. And Cubs off dog sitting for a friend. So we got Mom and Bear over here on the controls.
So you know this is going to be a mess. I'm just saying. Just going to put it out there.
In to help us figure out this keto cauliflower rice. No, sorry, keto shrimp and grits. Come out of this book, Cast Iron Keto. Basically, shrimp and grits.
Without the grits.
Without the grits.
Because I hate grits.
We're going to...
I don't understand how you're from the South and you don't like grits.
We've got frozen cauliflower. We're going to toast up like we did last week. And then we got to puree it. We got shrimp that I got to peel and devein, or peel and just peel and take the tails off. And then we'll season them up and cook them. That's pretty much it. It's a pretty straightforward recipe. I probably should move that stand out the way, but anyway.
I can't move. I'm stuck. Oh.
Yeah.
Lee, what have you done?
Off the side there. Anyway.
I leave him alone in this garage for a few days.
Well, I had it set up for my phone to have a second camera, and because we had trouble with the other getting started right on time, it didn't happen. So anyway, let's get the apron on and get the fire lit.
Does Rusty have an apron?
There's one if you want one. If you'd like one.
I mean,
it's clean. We just washed it.
Good. I don't want a dirty apron.
Yeah. Right? That would be horrible. We say, come over. Here's a dirty apron.
That's our guest apron. So
I could have brought my judge's apron. Wore it like a bib.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're certified in the South Carolina Barbecue Association, and we're certified judges. So we have these like aprons, and his stops like right here. I mean, it looks like a lobster bib.
And you gave him one with ties are all knotted up. We are truly a hot mess. I'm happy to meet you, said Rusty.
Oh, hi guys. Nice to meet you.
That's Brian. You know Brian.
I know Brian. Who's Brian?
Oh, our friend Brian.
Okay. Well, there's a lot of Brians in the world. So.
Yeah.
Pickle said this is like Mr. Rogers. This sort of is, but I don't want either one of them taking their shoes off and doing that fancy toss.
I don't own a cardigan.
Lee doesn't either.
No.
I bought him one sweater.
Know what a cardigan is.
You know what a cardigan is.
All right. So I got my frozen cauliflower rice.
Give me a defective apron, Lee.
You don't have to tie it. You just need the
Frack Daddy said, morning, guys.
morning, Jared. He is becoming a TikTok star.
Oh, he's TikTok famous?
He's getting TikTok famous. He's doing he's kind of got this little series going on where he's doing barbecue in an apartment complex. So he had to move and had to get rid of most of his grills because they were going into an apartment. And I cannot open this stupid thing. Here.
Hey, Lee. Tom's Food Factory said 2 certified barbecue judges. That must mean they'll be using charcoal. Negative. They are not using charcoal in the garage today. Negative.
Yeah, after that one little.
Where you burned your counter? That one?
Yes.
Yeah.
But it left a great, it tasted good, and it was a good story. So nothing got destroyed. So as you know, these guys will roast you if you do something a little funky.
Ooh, Frack Daddy said my last TikTok went viral. 115,000 views in less than 24 hours.
That's awesome. I thought I was doing good when I had one that went 300.
You're still more famous than your kids.
Yeah, Kate gets mad when I start calling my TikTok because when I post one, I'll get more views than anything she's ever done.
Only thing I know about TikTok is there are little short videos that you flip through your phone when you're sitting in the bathroom to waste time.
There you go.
Pretty much.
Pickle said he didn't burn it. You customized the counter. Yeah, that's. But if I would have customized the counter, it so would have been burning.
You did. I've got paint all over this thing.
I was.
Paint droplets.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just customized it.
See. Now she just customized. All right. Well, let's.
Dwayne's here.
I'll let you stir that up while I peel these. So
All right.
I'm gonna give you all the dirty work, huh?
Dwayne.
What's up, Dwayne? We can kick this up just a little bit.
And because that is all metal, Lee has pot holders. I do believe.
Yeah.
Because those handles could get hot.
There you go. Got you untied there.
So, anything fun this week?
So what did we do this week? Well, let's start with yesterday. We had a wonderful, wonderful time with my cousins came in from Atlanta, and they went to they came in from Atlanta to Charlotte. So we got to go up and spend some time with them, which is always great.
Yeah, they came to visit your other cousin who lives in Charlotte.
Yeah, her sister lives in Charlotte. So you guys heard me talk about them before. So we went up there, hung out, spent some time with the kids, spent some time with my cousins, and watched a lot of Star Wars. They were doing like a little mini marathon, so we watched a lot of the Clone Wars season 1, about the whole thing. Then we got into the movies and started doing 7, 8, and 9. It was about 1:30 in the morning, and we're like, we gotta go.
And we jumped forward last night. So
Yeah. So.
Yikes.
But we had a lot of fun and spent some good time there. What have you been doing this week?
Let's see here. This week I have been running a lot of service calls. I normally haven't had to do that in the last couple months since I got my new promotion. But all the technicians in the Charlotte market have quit except for one. And so because of my skill set, they've asked me, hey, would you mind coming back in the field and helping us out whenever you get free time? Like I've got free time with my new position, but I've been leaving the house like 6:30, 7 in the morning, hitting a few service calls on my way to my office, doing what I got to get done, and then heading out to close a few more service calls for them.
So by free time, I mean overtime.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Rick's Barbecue and Specialties. So good morning, everyone.
Brother Rick, how you doing, bud? How you doing, man?
We had Tommy's MRI on his foot the other day.
Yep.
He's been having the plantar fasciitis issues for 2 years now. Even coming over here and you telling him what to do and stuff, and he's gone through the boots, the straps, the balls, the rolling the ice bottle, the stretches, physical therapy. The podiatrist finally said, look, we've exhausted all of our avenues. It's time to consider surgery. So we took him to the MRI, and they did all the pictures and stuff. And whenever we left, they gave him a CD.
Yeah.
And it had everything on it. So we got to come home, pop it in the computer, and play like we were doctors. I mean, flipping it over. I mean, the complete 3D rendering. It was amazing. The graphics.
It's super cool.
And waiting on the doctor to view them and see what the next
Step
plan
is.
of action is. We already know that it's surgery, but we got to determine. Apparently there's a couple different surgeries you can do for the plantar fasciitis, and just got to figure out what he's going to do and when, and then how much it's going to cost.
Arm and a leg.
That's what I was going to say. An arm and a leg. Just go ahead and give that foot.
Arm and a leg to fix a foot.
I know.
Rick, I wish it was a beautiful day here in the South. It's quite cold. It is quite cold here today.
It's not that bad.
I am freezing.
21 degrees.
It's cold. It doesn't need to be this cold.
It's weird. Last weekend it was 80.
Yeah.
85.
Right.
We were
So,
talking about fishing, and then now we're like talking about ice fishing.
Brian said, I know the guys are Star Wars fans, but you're going to see the new Batman. Lee will likely see the new Batman, but Lee does not manage theaters well.
Yeah,
So we have to kind of wait.
we were talking about that the other day, Brian and I was, and I don't know. He asked if I would say it, and I was like, probably, but I probably wait until it comes out on video or whatever.
Did you lose propane?
No.
Oh, okay. I think Sydney went and saw it.
Did she?
Yeah, I think her and some of her friends went and saw it.
And I'm not a superhero movie type person. If it comes on TV and the kids are watching it at home or whatever, then I'll see parts of it. I won't sit down and watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just one of them things, just like Star Wars. I love the original 3 from whenever I was 7 and 8 and 9 years old. But the new stuff that they have out, I haven't even watched them all. They don't pique my interest whatsoever.
Yes, Pickles. The theaters are too expensive. It's crazy. And especially like Lee doesn't sit still. He needs to get up and move around.
And it's a 3-hour movie.
Yeah, you're not.
So, like, the whole
It's not gonna
Batman
work.
series with Christian Bale, those were all like 3-hour movies. And they just drug and drug and drug and drug and drug.
Where is it? Frack Daddy and I could be buddies here. Star Wars is boring to me. Yes. It's not my thing. I'm not a sci-fi person, so it's really hard for me. I'm like, yeah, whatever.
So my cousin was giving Mama Bear a bunch of static. How can you be married to this awesome dude and not like Star Wars? And she's not into sci-fi at all. Like, it's not even like a Star Trek, Star Wars, Spaceballs. Like, she doesn't like anything that is not basically reality drama, Hallmark, lovey-dovey stuff.
Okay,
I like anything that takes you out of any part of a normal life.
Lee, that's not quite right. I mean, I like Rambo. I'll watch with you. I'll watch war movies
Rambo's
with
on
you.
there right
Yeah.
now.
I'll watch all the war movies with you.
John Wick.
They've
They've been playing the crap out of John Wick.
I've never seen John Wick.
Oh my goodness.
I just don't like sci-fi.
They had a marathon like the last 2 weeks, and I'd sit down and catch the end of 1, and then watch 2 and 3 right after it. Boom, boom, boom.
Oh, there's 3 of them?
Yeah.
Oops, sorry. Rick said, I saw Batman. 3 hours of my life I won't get back.
It was like that, huh?
Ugh. Has anyone else seen it? Do you agree? Do you agree?
I know Tommy is really excited about seeing it.
My brother was going to go watch it, but he's like, I don't know. It's 3 hours. I don't know.
I don't think I could watch it without seeing Edward the vampire killing the bad guys. It's weird how it's a vampire playing
Patterson from Twilight is Batman.
Oh, yeah. I was like, dude, that's Morbius. That's a whole different movie. That's
No
a
wonder
different
you
movie.
don't like them. You have them all mixed together.
Yeah. That's a whole different movie there, bud.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're a mess.
Always. You're quiet. You're quiet today. You must still be tired. Blah, 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 blah.
Who?
You.
Oh, I am. I'm tired. We were out late last night, and so we were in the middle. We were trying to start episode 9 last night, The Rise of Skywalkers, and there's a lot that. So I've been reading the novels and reading the books and stuff, and so I keep up with a lot of different stuff in the Star Wars realm that my cousin does. So when he's asking questions, he's like, explain this to me. So, I have a bunch of useless information that I can share. And it's nice.
Johnny Mag said, I don't know why I keep double hitting. Bingo. He's not someone who should play Batman.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Johnny Mags, you would like this. You know that show Hot Ones? It's on YouTube where they taste the hot wings.
Hot
and do
wings.
Oh, yeah.
He got the hot wings challenge out of Walmart. They have a bag and it comes with 3 different hot sauces, and then he air fried the wings, and they're like boneless wings, and they're like little nuggets,
Chicken nuggets.
Yeah, and
No
then
such thing as boneless wings.
Yeah, well they're classified as boneless wings.
Yeah.
They're the only ones I'm going to eat.
And then they give you 3 sauces that you can put on there and see.
Okay. On that show, the second to the last sauce they use is called the Bomb.
Yeah.
I have a bottle of that at home, and that stuff is so potent. If you're going to apply it, you take your toothpick, dip it in the bottle, and you take that toothpick and stir it around in your whole 5-gallon pot of chili. I mean, it is unreal.
That bad, huh?
It is.
Lee
And
wouldn't
whenever
make it.
I'm making my beef jerky or deer jerky or whatever. I have a couple customers who request the hottest I can make, and I've actually got a paintbrush and I dip it in there and I baste my jerky with that hot sauce for the customers, and they just love it. But I don't see how they can take it.
Well, my brother does that kind of stuff, but he has no taste buds left. I
Well,
think
you
he has
can with
burned
that
them all
stuff.
off.
I mean, I love hot, spicy food. I mean, y'all have to double check behind me whenever I'm cutting the jalapenos at our house here.
Man, that
Yes.
But that stuff is unbearable.
yeah. Never trust
Julie.
a blind man to cut up jalapenos for you. Jeez.
Julie's in. Grilling and Chilling with Coleman is in.
Oh. Good morning. Petey!
Morning. Hey, P. Diddy.
Say good morning. Pop in and say good morning.
I will.
Don't touch anything.
I'm not.
I love you. I thought you had to wear black jeans to work.
I can wear blue jeans or black jeans.
Oh, okay.
What are you asking me?
We are trying our hand at a keto shrimp and grits.
Okay.
So the
I
idea
stole your job today.
Sorry.
So the idea is we're going to toast our cauliflower
Now
a
you can
bit.
steal mine. My work van's out there. Go to work.
You don't want her to drive your work van.
No,
All right, Ma.
no. I guess we should get into that. Crash over here.
Peyton, why don't you just kind of pop in a minute and tell them what you've done to my car now?
Well, how about you go even farther and go to the other car? Because that's another mess. Just kidding.
Whatever. So the other day, Friday, I was in a fender bender, and the grill of Mom's car is popped out.
Yes.
The lady
No.
didn't press on her brakes quick enough, and so I slid on mine, and I slid and hit her car.
So
If you slid, then you were going too
Not
fast.
slid, but like
apparently,
I couldn't.
Crash was following a little too close. So when the lady in front of her slammed on her brakes, and Cub said she was playing on the lady was on her phone, but the lady slammed on her brakes supposedly, and Pay bumped the back of it. Didn't do really any damage. Like it's not reportable damage, but because they called the cops and it happened, they had to report it. So nobody got cited.
Which was the right thing to do. You should have called the cops.
You
did the right thing.
Yes, because you never know. Because now this lady could come back and say, "Oh, my." She could hold her head and call my hip, try to be like pleading Sandy or whatever.
Anyway.
So that was at the end of the week.
Yeah.
So, as you know, we've been working on her car. So I got it running. And it sounded a little rough. And I was like, okay, it was probably just a bad gas. You know, the gas went bad. So we got to put new gas in it. Well, she drives it and all of a sudden it just dies. We're like, what in the world? We get over where she's at, fires right up. She goes about not even 100 yards and dies again. What the hell? So, I called Rusty to see if he had a minute to help me out.
And you work till 10.
We've two non-mechanics trying to figure something out. We got down to thickness of battery.
Is your hand getting hot?
Sometimes.
Well, there's a towel right there.
Okay. So I went and got a new battery.
Well, went to my house, got the battery out of my boat first. Got there, tried to hook it up, and the polarity posts are in the opposite position. So that was a wasted trip.
He has things. He's just choosing not to use them.
So anyway, got a new battery, put it in there. Took a few minutes for it to crank up. Got it cranked up. I took it straight back to the auto parts store because the guy was like, let me look at it. Well, it's running absolutely rough. And it hadn't been running that rough. So it was kind of like, what in the world? Well, while we were looking at it, this guy come over and awesome dude. I couldn't thank him enough for his help, but we started looking at stuff and he's like, you're misfiring. I'm like, all right, so spark plugs, I'm trying to think the last time they were changed, and I don't know when, so that's on the list. So he said, when was the last time you had your oil change? I said, I don't know, this car's been sitting about 6 months. He said, yeah. He goes, I would do that first, then, look at your plugs and stuff. So I was like, okay. Another guy that worked there came over and said, man, he goes, I had a car that sat for 3 months, oil change, because it was running the exact same way. He said, I did an oil change and it ran fine after that. So I said, okay, let me YouTube how to oil change on that car because I've never done an oil change. I know I'm a guy, awesome beard. I've never done an oil change.
Oh,
bye guys.
Tom's Food Factory said, how did nobody get cited? It's bye baby. I love you. The police officer used some word, I don't know, something. I'm going to have to ask.
There wasn't enough damage
to either car.
Report it to either insurance company, but you had to tell the insurance that it happened.
So if we pull a Carfax on the car, it's going to say that it was in an accident. But he's like, you can just pop that grill back in. Everything looks good. So I'll take that. I will take that. That's a win. In a really crappy situation, but I'll take that. So
I got the oil change the other day.
Did you do it?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yep.
Look at that.
Yep. Wasn't hard. It took me longer to jack the car up than what it did to actually do the oil change. Change the filter, obviously, and I put 5 quarts back in and fired it back up and ran a lot better. Didn't sound like it was misfiring, but it still sounded a little rough. So next step's is going to be the plug. I had to burp, sorry. So the next step's going to be plugs, and then hopefully it's just fill it up with gas with a little bit of cleaner in it, and something like injector cleaner. I don't know.
Anybody have a suggestion?
Yeah, you can get fuel injector cleaner.
I think that's my next step. Is going to be filling the gas tank up at $4 a gallon. I know I'm bitching. That's not a bitch because in California it's way over $5.
Yes, my aunt called me, was checking on Tommy, and it was up to $6.13 a gallon.
Ooh,
Pickles said Bear got bad gas.
that's what I think. Yeah.
Yeah, we're hoping.
I think because it's been sitting so long, and it still had like I don't know, an eighth of a tank or something like that.
Because it started
quarter
sitting
tank.
in summer.
So it's been sitting for that long, so that's what I think it is. I thought about putting some seafoam in it, but then I was like, no. Let me just fill it up, and then we'll run that tank out. I'll put a little additive in it and see what happens.
Well, I had an exciting week in the sense that.
Well, so.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm not done yet, baby. Hold up. Just hold up.
Tom's Food Factory said just pour some Slick 50 in the engine and you'll be fine. I don't think that sounds like a good plan. I don't know much, but I don't think we're doing that. But thank you for your suggestion.
So I was like on a high because I got it running. Everything was good. She drove it. Kind of kicked me in the gut when she called and said it's not working right. Got the oil change. Didn't fix my problem, but that was awesome. I learned something, and I got a new tool.
You got two.
Oil filter wrench.
Oil filter wrench.
He got two.
Yeah, I didn't know which one because there's like 3 different sizes. If you buy the one that goes on the bottom of the socket, it's a cup, and it fits up on there, and then you use your socket wrench or drill or whatever, and it's great. So I was looking at that, but the store didn't have the size I needed, so I just bought the channel lock looking ones. So that was good. Yeah, now you can talk about your week.
Now I can talk about my week. Thank you, honey, for giving me the permission.
You're allowed to tell the fellows about your week. Enjoy.
Okay. Woo. Yes, Pickles. He has changed the brakes, but not the oil before. He's also done brake line changes and lots of things, just not the oil. I really thought he had done that prior, but he didn't.
Check the oil, but not actually change it.
So my week, you guys know that I work with kids, and after almost 4.5, 5 years, one of my little ones graduated therapy this week. I would see this child every single week, full of sass, full of vinegar. Oh gosh, I love her so much. And
one of my favorite skills.
I was able to celebrate with her. So that was cool. She's one of my faves. I'm going to have to make play dates because I can't imagine not playing with her anymore. So that was my exciting thing.
And Tamara, when she gets off of work, she passes our house on her way home. And she'll stop in and she'll tell us about her day. And because she just graduated college, she's got her degree in sociology and something else. I can't even remember. But she's a counselor at Chrysalis Autism Center. So she specializes in treating children with severe autism.
Mm-hmm.
And she comes home explaining to us how her day went, what her kids, she got a 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. client and then 12 to 4 client. And she's always coming home telling us about, how the things that they did, things that they're learning, how certain triggers that were giving the kids problems whenever they first started, and they're getting it right, and they're getting past that stuff now. She's always so excited about her job and her working with the kids.
So Tom said, "Mama Bear is allowed to talk now?" ? I think next week's show is going to be canceled. If he keeps it up, a lot more is going to be canceled.
A little bit of static, because she's always like, I don't want to be a part of this. I don't want to be a part of this. So I've got to give her more static, because she's not wanting to be the live. She's not wanting to be a part of. She's like, this is your thing.
I support you in every other way. I do your dishes. I get it all ready.
So
I do all the stuff.
To have So to have her out here,
I don't know. Both of you are going to get canceled.
Oh, I got the email yesterday from Come See Me.
Yep.
Do you think you might be able to
Might.
handle that?
Might judge that one.
Okay.
Might look at judging.
So,
we need to sit down and look at the schedule
We do.
to
Because I think
Lee, can I have a minute, please? I'm going to answer. I'm going to answer Pickles. Both of you, zip it. How long do they go through therapy before graduating? Well, like this little girl has Down syndrome, so the goal is to get her age appropriate with her skills. So it could be for some of these kids, it could be 6 months, it could be a couple years, it could be much longer. Some kids, it takes a really long time to learn these skills. So there you go. This one, it took her about 4 years, and she is 4.5 years, and she is feisty. That's what helped her. And thanks for asking.
It is. It's starting to. The moisture's evaporating, and it's looking good. It's coming
So
out.
Johnny Max said, I cannot work this. Hey Lee, I roped Mrs. Mags into trying the hot sauces. Okay, so I will try hot sauces.
I will too.
Yeah.
I mean,
I am like so not a chili head. Like when he cleans jalapenos, they make my eyes water. Like the first crunch when we do poppers.
the thing I can't handle Lee putting out a challenge to me. That's the thing, and you know this.
Oh,
So
man.
Lee challenged me against his brother on these hot sauces at this Cajun restaurant, like
Yeah,
early in our marriage.
that
And
was funny because
I wasn't going to back down.
they had a shelf that ran along the ceiling, like it was about this far down, and it was all hot sauces around the whole restaurant. Every dip, every nook and cranny had a shelf, and they were all different. I know Johnny's got like over 200, and the one that was sitting on the table was Devil's Ass Fire.
Yes,
something like
I mean,
that.
there's like a toilet with a skull and like 3 X's.
And then the one had the devil bent over and flames shooting out his butt.
Lee did not try any of them,
I couldn't.
but I did because I will not back down from a challenge
Yeah.
like that.
Red pepper flake, done. I can't. Jalapenos, unless they're like deveined, all the seeds are out and they're rinsed.
He's done.
Yeah. Like I was with a guy and his daughter, and this was years ago, and her boyfriend at the time, and we were at Buffalo Wild Wings, and they tried that. The boyfriend was trying to be the bad guy, the bad A, with the show off to the dad, and wanted to do the hot challenge. So they get these wings in, and I mean, he got it. Well, they give you I think 5 or 8 or something like that. He got about 4 in. He's got just sweat everywhere. And he's like, I can't do it. So he taps out. So then the challenge becomes to the other 3 of us to try one. And I'm telling you what, I got one bite, and I mean, I couldn't help it. I was crying like Mama Bear watching Hallmark. It was terrible. I mean, when Christmas Hallmark's on, oh yeah, it run like Niagara. That's what I was doing. It was just it coming. And they're like, you're crying. I was like, I can't help it. Like, it was bad.
You should be happy I'm full of emotion. I could be emotionless.
Yeah, you're right.
More emotion means more passion, right?
I don't know, babe. Yeah.
All I need is that stupid Folgers commercial where Peter comes home from college. That's all it takes.
No, that's the Kerry Gold one.
The what?
Isn't that the Kerry Gold?
No, the
No.
coffee one does
The
that.
coffee one where the mama's doing whatever and the boy walks in and she goes, Peter, you're home.
Oh, yeah.
That is all I need.
Someone dropped some bacon grease in the old skillet. Grandma
Put
Pearl.
some in the rice too.
Well, we gotta
I know.
puree that.
I know.
Oh, so other exciting news. I think this is super exciting news. This made me cry this week.
Oh, yes. This is good.
This is great news. This made me cry. Like, I was supposed to be treating and I had to like delay my treat for a second because I got really good news. So with all of the changes in our life lately, we went to the school Peyton wants to go to, and we said, hey, our situation is very different than it was when we filled out our FAFSA forms. FAFSA to get into college, all that kind of paperwork. So they said, sure, yeah, supply us with all this information. We will look at it. We will see if there's anything we can do. They reevaluated her financial aid. They raised it by quite a few thousand, and we are now able to send her to college without busting ourselves. Super low payment from us. So that's super cool. She gets to go to the college she wants to go to. She wants to be on the campus. She's going to get involved in everything. So it was well worth it. But that was some exciting stuff.
She's still pretty intent on going to Western Carolina?
Yes, that is where she will be. She got her admission from App State. And I said, okay, well, you made it into App State. Do you want to look at that financial aid package? And she said, why? I know where I'm going to go. Okay.
Because the kids, they've had a lot of friends go to Western Carolina, and all of them been in the music program. But whenever I was president of the Booster Club and everything, with Tommy's band and all, we went to Western Carolina to watch the college. It's the big Super Bowl of college marching bands. I forgot what they called it. But we would go take the kids up there so they could see the next step if they choose to go forward in their band career. And but that's a nice little drive.
It's better than the Marshall Drive.
True. It's a nice.
As far as distance, the drive there.
Distance, but there's like nothing out there. Like you're in the mountains, you're taking all these side roads.
They got a Waffle House because we stopped there and took
the
kids.
Like there's.
It's not on campus or close to campus. You have to drive everywhere. Drive
or walk. I don't know. I don't know how she's going to do it, but she'll figure it out. She's resourceful. So I'm going to have to get used to wearing purple, which I never, ever wear, but I will wear for Peyton.
Once that's toasted, we got to put it in a food processor and puree it, and then we got to add some.
I'm just trying to get all of the moisture out. There's still just a little bit left.
So Tom said, college is way too expensive these days. I'm glad my son decided to work oil rigs instead. You are right. College is way too expensive. But, in our house, our rule kind of is you further your education somehow so you can have a good job or you go to the service. Those are kind of our rules. Because we're like, we don't want you just kind of working a job that's not going to get you anywhere because it's doing what you need it to do right now. Because later you're going to have a family and you're going to want to do things and you're going to want to take trips. And anymore,
we don't want them to be a dead-end job.
It's really hard. It's really hard even with educations and with really good jobs and with things that pay you really well to afford that stuff sometimes. So
military is an awesome career choice.
It is.
Absolutely.
It is an awesome career choice.
That was the best 8 years of my life. I mean, I had so much. Well, granted, it was hard. I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, the Army was good to me. I really, really enjoyed it, and I've made a lot of friends. I got out in 1997, and I still got friends that I talk to now that I was in the Army with.
Right. Yeah, I mean, Peyton toyed with it, and I think now she's kind of settled down, and she really just wants the college experience, and I'm glad there's a way we can do it.
Yep. The Lord works in mysterious ways. Just got to trust the process, and that's hard.
And what's super cool is Peyton is very outgoing. So she is going to I think we're going to have to settle her down to like, you can only have so many activities. Like you get this many activities and that's it, because she will join everything.
Yeah, one thing she'll learn quick is time management.
Which she needs to learn really quick. So
I do believe we're about ready to process this.
Start processing. All right. Well, this is plugged in, so
All right.
move this over.
be careful, y'all.
Start putting some in there. You can put about half of it in there. We'll zap it.
Grilling and chilling with Moho.
Yeah. What's up?
He said, "Good morning, time change."
Oh, man. Yeah. He just got he got the 3-burner version of this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the Camp Chef Tundra. I just watched that the other day or yesterday.
You're not getting it.
No,
I just thought I would go ahead and start
it's
there.
the Camp
Neither are
Chef.
you, Rusty. You're not getting it either.
I know.
Well, come on. If you get it, then I can put it over right there. That's yours right there.
I was gonna say, I think you got one of mine, don't you?
But yeah, so he's got the 3-burner. That looks awesome. I can tell you, I've had this a couple years now.
Yeah.
2 or 3 years.
Easy.
And I love this thing. I do. It's fantastic. I haven't had any issues with it. It is wonderful.
Remember we were at, was it Cabela's or Bass Pro Shop? One of them two we were at, and they had them on clearance marked down. They were only what, $60.
We're going to use a little bit of gator shake. You're getting a little too full there. Are you?
There's just this little bit left. It'll go.
Yeah.
Okay, you hear that? It'll be fine, y'all. It's gonna be fine.
Put a little bit of gator shake on this.
Oh,
Turn this fire off.
All right. And we got to add.
so other exciting news: Sydney moves this week.
You got to add
That's exciting.
3/4 cup of heavy cream. Right there in front of you. So and that's a 1/4 cup in front of you.
We're gonna add this. Okay.
So yeah, and then you got to add some seasoning. I think the Bayou Bear was beside you.
So yes,
Maybe not.
the older cub moves this week into another apartment. She has her friends helping her, so we don't have to, which works really well with us because it's also Peyton's 18th birthday this weekend.
That's a 1/4. So you need 3 of those.
Yes. Yes. Peyton's 18th birthday is on Saturday, I think it is.
Wow.
Whatever the 18th is. Friday, Saturday, Friday.
She was talking. Well, was it Friday? Oh, she's got to work, so she's doing stuff on Saturday night. So there may be some other kiddos running around here.
What else is going in here?
I think it's just seasonings, butter. Let me see how much butter.
This much.
Add the butter, 3 tablespoons. So yeah, that much.
You got enough?
There should be half of one over there. Or did we already use it?
Already used it.
All right.
I use my pocket knife.
Oh,
3.
Yeah.
so
And then
that's our week.
18.
18. 18. I did remind her that 18 means absolutely nothing in this house. It means you can now buy a lottery ticket.
pretty much.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean anything else. It doesn't change
This
rules
here
or
is
anything.
Salt, pepper, garlic, onion. So we need just a.
You- Oh my goodness.
Yeah, we're kind of enough.
Well, you're just quiet. I know you're tired.
All right. Zap, crap.
Oh, and the girls aren't here, so it's not near as crazy.
Zap it till it looks like grits, is what the thing says. What else did we do this week?
I was on spring break this week.
Yeah.
So
Great spring break. The temperature went from 80 gallons of 22.
Well, you had that. You had. Okay, we might have to stir that because I'm afraid the bottom's going to get super liquefied. And then it will be different tasting. I
What else happened this week? I got to see Caleb yesterday. That was awesome.
You did. You got to see all of them.
Yep. Well,
Oh,
Caleb's pretty cool because he's autistic and
super awesome kid.
he's awesome.
Super awesome kid.
So we were sitting there watching Star Wars, and he wasn't into it at all. Absolutely not. But he was building blocks and playing. So I laid on the floor because I was getting ready for a nap. Well, I mean, he turns and looks at me and just smiles like so big it hit ear to ear. And he had like looked at me big, wide-eyed, and had like a little twinkle in his eye, like, Uncle Rockon's here. And then we, so then we played a little bit. Then he completely ignored me. Then he found bubble guppies. I don't know if you all seen that, but yeah, I got an education in bubble guppies. But he did that a couple times, and then he started, so we got to hang out for just a minute, just him and I.
Because last time we were there was the first time he called Lee by name. Hey, Uncle Rockon, come play. Until then, he knew who he was, but he never talked to him. So this time he didn't call him by name, but he knew exactly who he was and was all cuddled up beside him. And it was very sweet. Very sweet.
He's an awesome kid.
Now, all the other boys and Caitlin were all like, hey, Uncle Rockon. Hey, Rockon. Hey, Rockon. So
it was a good time. Chris come down. He was off golfing when he came in. Of course, George and Heather were out there.
it was a good time.
Yeah.
Just overall a good time.
Real good time. What did Bear Cup do this week? Did she do anything exciting?
Oh, wait. Was it this week that Bear got a 90 on her math test, or is that the end of last week?
I don't know. But that was exciting.
That was super exciting.
Yeah, she cheated. She copied somebody's.
She said, I didn't. She made sure. She goes, I got a 90 on my test, Mama, and I did not cheat. So, Bear Cub enrolled in dual enrollment for next year.
Oh, yeah.
That's one thing she did.
What you got?
I do believe we have grits.
You have grits.
So that's exciting.
As soon as the shrimp is done, we'll be ready to plate. And that's right about an hour. So we're doing real good on time. The hardest part of this was
setting up a camera.
Yeah, computer. Super easy.
Ooh.
Let's see. What else do we got?
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I don't remember.
Overall, we had a slow week. Oh, I know what happened. Your brain got cleared.
Oh yeah, that was the thing I'm forgetting. Imagine that. I'm forgetting something.
Well, you're under a little stress right now. You're not feeling so.
Well, so I do have trouble multitasking. And that's the result of all
right.
But so
he wasn't so great at it prior, but now it's really bad.
We had a doctor's appointment with the neurosurgeon, and he basically said everything looks good. You got a little dimple where your brain was, or like tumor was in your brain, and everything looks good. So you don't really need to come back and see me. So that was awesome.
You get to ring a bell?
Nope, because you do that when you get all the cancer treatment done. So I'm not ringing the bell yet.
Julie said that looks like a giant tuning fork. Your pig thing.
Well, so I was watching the movie Chef. Love the movie.
Great movie.
And he would take when he was making for Scarlett Johansson's character, they made the pasta and he put it on a meat fork and swirled it down and then put it on the plate and slid it off. I was like, I've got to get one. I found this at a thrift store, I think in Florida. Might have been Florida. I don't know. Anyway, but it was like a couple bucks. Had the tip was bent, so I bent it back. And then it fell between the counter and the refrigerator. I don't know when. So I was moving stuff out, and I was like, what is that? Because another knife fell back there. And lo and behold, there it is. So I washed it up. The fork is really, really bent. You can see that.
Let me just say, it's not like we throw things between the refrigerator and the cabinet. Lee has a magnetic bar that all of his knives stick on that's on the side of the refrigerator. So sometimes one gets...
Woo! That's still hot. That was for you, Pickles. See the stuff that I do for you, man.
Where are you going to put it now, babe?
Well, give me a minute. I'm going to throw it at you.
And that is the end of the show, as well as the end of the Smoking Bear, as well as the end of his bear cave.
So I have a little ceramic thing.
Don't set that there.
Okay, then. I'll set it over here.
Well, I'm just
moving stuff out of the way.
Okay, but if you would have sat it there, it could have just splintered.
All right. Give me some of your cauliflower rice there.
It looks great, like.
Yep, it looks gritty-like. I'll see that. Kind of mushy. I believe there's parsley there beside you.
You and your parsley.
This is more of a mashed potato. I mean, it looks like a mashed potato. There's a big clump of butter.
That's okay.
That's the best bite.
That's what I was thinking. Julie said that she blames on the gremlins that come out at midnight and collect stuff and put it behind the fridge and the stove. Yes, that's also where our socks go. Just saying, the gremlins take our socks.
Those are dryer gremlins.
Yes, it's bad. It is bad. Oof.
How does that look, fellas? All right.
Your green stuff.
Yep. Gotta get the gram pick ready. Ooh, I know what I need.
What do you need, babe?
Drizzle some.
Oh, yeah, you need some sauce. Give some sauce.
Who made the sauce?
I made the sauce.
Every time that commercial comes on the radio, I hit a button to change the station. Cannot stand it. Gets under my skin.
Who made the sauce?
I made the sauce.
You made the sauce?
You made the sauce.
This might get you back on the keto train.
Oh, I started.
So Rusty used to do keto, and I used to give him some static about it. And now I'm doing it, and
You're doing it part way.
yeah.
You're doing the parts of it you like, and you're not doing the parts of it you don't like.
I'm trying not to eat. I'm eating more low carbish.
You are eating more low carbish.
I wanted to give a shout out to a guy. He hit me up a while back. Started following this channel. Buckeye Barbecue. BUQI, like EYE. Buckeye Barbecue. He just got a new Lone Star Grill. Small channel. He's just getting started. Doing some pretty decent cooks, some decent stuff. Go check him out. He doesn't know I'm shouting him out, but I meant to do it last week and I forgot.
And Teresa keeps telling me to set something up at the house and for me to start doing this. I don't have time. So I just sit here, watch Lee's, stop by his house on my way in, grab a little bite of whatever he cooked, and go to work.
Yep. We could do dinner with Rusty. Do like a Wednesday night or something like that. How's that look?
I mean, Lee has all the time in the world, so,
Yeah, right.
you know.
How's that look? Does that look good?
That looks good.
Look tasty?
Maybe you'll like it because you don't like grits, but you do like cauliflower.
I do.
So,
Yeah, I had to pretty much go back on keto. It's probably been about 2 weeks ago. I went to the doctor for a checkup, and got a bad report. Everything was great except for my A1C, and it was an 8.0. So
It sneaks up on you.
It does.
I mean,
and it was time for me to make the change again and go back. I'm doing acorn squash tonight for me and Teresa. I made a pot roast yesterday, trying to do radishes instead of potatoes with it. Yeah, oh, they're good. I love radishes.
Cauliflower for potatoes. Cauliflower. Radishes are hot in my mouth.
That's what she said.
Radishes make my mouth hot.
Tripping over that road. This should be the taste tester. The other one's for
Instagram pictures.
the gram pick, man. You gotta have the gram pick.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I got me a new phone last week, the Galaxy S22 Super Ultra Mega whatever.
Lee has the 21, I think.
And whenever I swapped all my stuff over from my other phone, it copied over Instagram, which I haven't used Instagram since me and you set it up at a barbecue competition.
Oh,
3 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, forever ago. It's just something. It's just a social media avenue I just don't use.
Right.
But it moved everything over, and then all of a sudden, whenever I would post on Facebook, it would post on Instagram also at the same time.
Oh.
And so I started getting a lot of notifications on my phone for people liking my stuff on Instagram. I'm like,
did I post on Instagram?
Yeah, I haven't been on Instagram in years.
I did see that you posted a couple things, and I was like,
It's like now, whenever I post Facebook, it automatically posts to Instagram.
Lee, Tom is kind of happy with this. He said, I don't like grits, but he thinks he could try this.
Okay, so.
And we finally agree on something, you and I, Tom. Radishes are gross.
Oh,
yep.
I love radishes.
I can't stand them. Now, my man Dan's Outdoor Cooking, he made a radish video. You have to go check it out. It's an older one, but he loved it. All right, baby.
I wouldn't put it there. It's probably still hot.
It's all right. All right.
Okay.
So,
hey, Mandy. Mandy, Cash is freaking adorable. I'll get a bite in a minute. He is freaking adorable.
the suspense.
He doesn't like it.
Well, the shrimp is great. Shrimp is perfectly cooked.
Brandy Rubel. She said, hello. Same. Don't like radishes. See?
Good morning. Welcome to the Bearcave.
The cauliflower is edible, but not good. I mean, the texture is it's just weird. I think it needs salt.
Oh,
definitely needs salt.
You can add more salt.
We just kind of guesstimated.
Right. And it's done cooled down. If it was hotter, I think it'd be a lot better. It needs more butter. And the big chunk of butter you saw, it wasn't hot enough to melt it. So if it was hot enough to melt it, that butter incorporated would have made a big difference. But
so we're on to something though.
Yeah, I really think with a little bit of tweaking, this could be a good deal. But with this being the first time and doing everything on the fly and not measuring anything out, it's not a bad first attempt.
It's 22 degrees outside.
Yeah.
So everything's going to cool so fast in this garage.
Myself.
So that could be why it's not really hot. But
you know what it's missing.
Mandy said that she is in love with. Okay, so our cousin, they got a new dog, and this dog is so flipping adorable. I can't wait to hug up on that dog and play with him.
And if you need more salt and pepper, there's stuff beside it.
Ooh. You guys always seem to find the gentle giants, Mandy. These big dogs that are just adorable. Nope, that didn't help.
Told me, remember I told her what we were going to be doing. that she wanted to try some. So I'll probably make this at home just to give her.
Let her try it.
Let her try it, and
Tom said put some hot sauce on it.
that's what it needs.
It might need some Tabasco sauce.
Let me go get some, Tom.
You don't have some out here?
No, I keep it in the fridge in here.
Oh. What was I thinking? You're still eating it, so something's intriguing you.
It is. I'm just, like I said, it's not bad. It's just
Not good.
It's just missing something, and it's just going to take a little bit of trial and error to see what
To
it
find
is.
the right combination.
This right here might be the only thing it needs.
So I have
Okay.
tiger sauce
That is awesome.
and I have Tabasco. What would you like to try?
Tiger.
I'm just gonna have to leave that out here. 'Cause
I used to have to order this on Amazon until Food Lion started carrying it.
Yep.
That is really good.
I fixed it.
I don't know if it fixed it or just covered it up.
It's the same thing.
But it's good.
Oh, it's the same thing.
Yeah. And if y'all don't know, tiger sauce.
Yep.
It is the best.
The sweet chili sauce. We've talked about it before. So it's a win.
It's a win.
It's a win. You know, we'll tweak it some more. I think after we put in the rice, after the rice de-rice
Right.
or gritted the rice, I don't know what you want to call it. But I think we would have put it back into a shallow skillet.
Yeah,
And
heated it up.
then stirred in the milk and the butter and
Right.
done it that way. I think that could have been better. It'd be a cool one doing a Blackstone.
Yeah.
Because you got the bigger space.
We can bring my Blackstone down. I got the 36-inch.
We may have to do that as a video instead of just a live, but I think this is a win.
Awesome.
Awesome.
I hate when you
Always
do
hate it
that.
when I do that. All right, so let's get out of here. We had a good time. So, cheers, everybody. Thanks for stopping in. And remember, there's 2 rules in cooking. Did you have fun? Did it taste good? Rock on. Y'all are awesome.
Have a great week, guys.
Bye.